Hello everyone, welcome back to English Speaking and Listening Club. I'm glad you're here. Because today we're opening a door most people only peek through. How to read anyone instantly. Machiavelli's 14 psychological tactics. Our aim is not to manipulate. Our aim is to understand, protect ourselves, and communicate with calm power. When you know the playbook, you stop falling for the plays. See the playbook. Keep your power. Let's set a respectful foundation. Read anyone instantly is a catchy promise, but people are complex. What you can do instantly is run a fast scan, spot patterns, and make a smarter first call. After that, you verify. Think of this like weather forecasting. You can look at the clouds and predict rain, but you still check the radar. So I'll give you a 60-second scan you can use in any conversation. And then we'll walk through 14 Machiavellian lenses tactics from power games that help you decode behavior. You'll learn what to watch for, how to respond ethically, and how to stay grounded in facts, not fear. Here's your 60-second scan. First, notice the baseline. How does this person act when nothing is at stake? Tone, pace, posture, eye contact. Second, watch for the shift. What changes when money, status, or pressure enters the room? Third, check incentives. If you follow the money, the risk, or the approval, what do they stand to gain or lose? Fourth, test congruence. Do their words, actions, and timing match? Finally, by time, if anything feels rushed or fuzzy, say, "I'll get back to you by 4 p.m. One breath, one scan, one boundary. Now, let's dive into the 14 lenses. Appearances over reality. Machiavelli observed that people judge more by what they see than by what is. Some people manage impressions like a stage show grand, claims perfect stories, glittering titles. To read this, look for polish without proof. Do they describe outcomes with specifics you can verify, or do they hype without details? Ask for one concrete example. Can you show me the numbers for last quarter? Ethical response. Reward transparency, not theater. Say, "That sounds strong, walk me through the process." If they can't, the mask is slipping. Reputation is currency. In power games, reputation is capital guarded fiercely, used to influence, sometimes used to smear rivals. How do you read it? Notice how often someone references their own track record versus current evidence, and whether they casually harm others' reputations. Everyone knows he's unreliable without facts is a smear. Ethical response. Separate brand from data. I appreciate your history. Let's look at this case on its merits. Value people who protect others' names, even in disagreement, fear or love. Machiavelli famously weighed fear versus love. Manipulators lean on fear, threats, humiliation, sudden coldness. You'll hear or else energy raise stakes, shaming jokes, sarcasm that cuts. Reading cue. Compliance without commitment. People say yes, but go quiet later. Ethical response. Refuse fear as a tool. I'm happy to discuss expectations. I don't make decisions under threats. If there's a policy, show me. Love and healthy leadership looks like clear standards with respect, not panic, divide and rule. Triangulation pits people against each other. Others say, "You're the problem. Don't tell her I told you." Secrets about third parties. Selective sharing. Private warnings that isolate you from allies. Ethical response. Pull conversations into the light. If someone has feedback for me, I welcome it directly. Let's bring everyone together to align. You diffuse the tactic by restoring direct collective discussion. Scarcity and urgency theater. Power players create fake deadlines and last chances to trigger rash choices. Reading cue. Intense time pressure with vague consequences. Ethical response. Slow the clock. If this is a good decision today, it will be good tomorrow. I'll decide by noon after reviewing the facts. Real opportunities survive daylight. Manipulative ones evaporate when you breathe. Reciprocity traps. A favor with strings is a leash. I did this for you. Then comes the ask you never agreed to. Reading cue. Early unsolicited gifts followed by pressure or keeping score. Ethical response. Gratitude without obligation. Thank you, that was kind. I didn't agree to an exchange, so I'll decide yes or no based on capacity. Keep your choices free. Healthy relationships don't trade in hidden debts. Selective transparency. A common tactic is disclosing a small, spicy secret early to create fast intimacy, then asking for big access or favors. Reading cue, oversharing on first contact, dramatic confessions that jump normal trust timelines. Ethical response, match low and go slow. Share at the level you'd be comfortable seeing on a bulletin board. Appreciate your openness. I move slowly with trust. Let's focus on the work. Boundaries keep intimacy authentic, not engineered ambiguity and plausible deniability. Vague orders, fuzzy roles, and word salads let people take credit when things go well and assign blame when things go wrong. Reading cue. Phrases like, you know what I mean? Just make it happen, and no written follow-up. Ethical response. Put clarity on paper, confirming success means A and B by Friday, correct? Send a summary email. Clarity protects everyone, especially you. Framing and narrative control. Machiavellian actors reshape stories to favor them, reframing failures as noble risks, painting opponents as villains. Reading cue. Convoluted narratives where they are always the misunderstood hero. Ethical response. Name the frame and return to facts. I hear that perspective. Here are the numbers. What decision follows from these facts? You're not arguing. You're anchoring. Foot in the door and boundary tests. Small asks lead to bigger ones, inch by inch. Just this once becomes the new normal. Reading cue. Incremental scope. Creep and guilt when you hold your line. Ethical response. Catch it early. Happy to help with X today. Going forward, let's set scope in writing so both sides win. If the push continues, repeat your line with calm firmness. Consistency is your shield. Controlled kindness and hot-cold cycles. Unpredictable praise and punishment keep you chasing approval like a slot machine. Reading cue. You feel relief more than respect when they're nice. Ethical response. Step off the roller coaster. Judge the pattern, not the latest moment. I value steady collaboration. If this dynamic continues, I'll need to change how we work. Protect your nervous system with calm, consistent routines, status, and distance signals. Power games use symbols, arriving late, making you wait, controlling seating, speaking over others, to broadcast dominance. Reading cue. Ritualize disrespect framed as just how it is. Ethical response. Stay steady. Don't bite the bait. Keep your voice calm, ask direct questions, and return to the agenda. We have 10 minutes left. The decision is A or B. Presence beats posturing. The enemy lever. Creating a common enemy unites people through fear or resentment. Reading cue. Strong us versus them. Language with light evidence. Sudden moral purity when convenient. Ethical response. Refuse borrowed hate. If there's data, let's see it. I won't attack people. I'll address problems. Don't let someone rent space in your head with their villains, loyalty tests, and manufactured crises. Sudden prove you're with me moments, emergency tasks that derail your plans. Reading cue, frequent fires that only become urgent when it benefits them. Ethical response, loyalty to the mission, not to chaos. I'm committed to the goal. Here are the trade-offs if we switch now. Do you still want to change course? You honor the work, not the whirlpool. Let's tie these lenses into a quick field guide you can carry into any room. Start calm. One breath deepens your voice and slows your pace. Scan for incentives. Who gains or loses what? Listen for emotion. Levers fear, guilt, shame, urgency, flattery, isolation. Name what you notice in neutral language. This feels rushed. That's vague. We're triangulating. Ask for specifics. What does done look like? What's the real deadline? Who owns the decision? By time when pressured, I'll confirm by 3 p.m. Document agreements. Protect your no with options. I can do A now, or be by Monday. When in doubt, check with a trusted third party who isn't caught in the emotion. These small behaviors are not drama. They are discipline. A quick story to bring this to life. Nisha joined a fast-moving startup. Her manager was charming on day one, love-bombed the team with praise, then used urgency theater and vague tasks to keep everyone on edge. Nisha ran her 60-second scan. She spotted the hot-cold cycle and ambiguity. She started sending in-day summaries, outcomes, next steps, risks with dates. When a midnight urgent message arrived, she replied at 8 a.m. with, "Saw this. To hit Friday, we can cut feature C or add a day. Recommend cutting C or call?" In meetings, when triangulation surfaced, everyone thinks Ka is the problem, she said. Let's look at defect data together with QA this afternoon. Within weeks, chaos shrank around her. The manager still played games, but the team began copying Nisha's clarity. She wasn't manipulating. She was stabilizing. That stability made her the go-2. At home, the same lenses protect love. If someone mixes love with pressure, if you loved me, you'd do this. Name the frame gently and set a boundary. I love you, and love isn't a test. I'm not comfortable with that request. If a parent uses guilt after all I've done for you, honor the bond and hold the line. I'm grateful, and I can't do that today. I can help Saturday from 10 to 12. Healthy bonds respect choice. Dark tactics erode it. You are allowed to defend your choices with kindness and firmness. Let's make this practical with a 7-day see and stay strong plan. Day 1, practice the pause. In one conversation, take a breath before you answer and lower your voice slightly. Day 2, run the baseline shift incentive scan on someone you meet. Write your notes after. Day 3, rewrite one vague request into a clear summary email with who, what, when. Day 4, spot 1. Leva fear. Guilt. Urgency in your day and name it quietly. This is urgency, not evidence. Day 5. Hold one small boundary with options. I can do a now or be Monday. Day 6. Document one agreement with dates. Day 7. Rest and reflect. What patterns did you see, and how did your calm change the room? These reps wire the lenses into muscle memory. Important safety note. If you're facing coercive control threats, stalking, financial captivity, violence, this is not a communication problem. It's a safety problem. Save evidence. Use trusted hotlines, counselors, or authorities. Do not announce your exit plan to the person harming you. Get help. You are not alone, and you are not at fault. As we close, remember the ethical line. Influence is honest about its goal and respects your choice. Manipulation hides its goal and steals your choice. Use these lenses to see clearly, not to control. Choose clarity over drama, consent over pressure, standards over fear. You do not need tricks to lead. You need calm, clean words, proof, and boundaries. That is real power, the kind that lasts. You're ready. In your next conversation, breathe once. Scan the room for incentives and levers. Ask one clarifying question. If you feel rushed by time, if you hear fog, ask for facts. If someone pits you against another, invite direct talk. Keep your notes. Keep your voice steady. Keep your choice. The moment you see the tactic, you stop being its target hand. You start being the anchor everyone trusts. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel.